Rockstars, Eric Andres, your guitar sage here today to show you how to get that drop tuning sound while staying in standard tuning. Now you may be saying to yourself, well, that's impossible, Eric. You're in standard, you're in drop. You'd be correct in saying that, but we can do something really cool to turn the ear, to trick the ear, to make it feel that that sound is deeper than it actually is, okay? And I'm gonna show this bit to you. This trick is used by has been used by guitar players for years. You just don't typically, it's not something that typically jumps out at you unless you can hear that, unless you're using those lower notes. Then you can go, wow, that guitar sounds like it's way deep, detuned. So let's talk about this today. So it's gonna go like this. So you know power chords, right? You know what a power chord is. A power chord is basically, it's also called a fifth, and it's basically where you play the 1 and the 5 of the chord. Easy enough to, theory-wise, you just play the 1, whatever note that is, and then you go up to the 5th. And it's easy to do using the scale, using the major scale. You'd go, if this was an A, you'd go A, and you'd go up 5 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the 5, and that's your power chord. Here on YouTube, I have a video for that. Just type in YourGuitarSage power chords, and I'll tell you more about that. Otherwise, I think you probably know what that is, so let's go into this part. So, think about this for a second. So, if we have a power chord, and we're starting off in A here, and we go say like A, A flat, G, G flat, F, E. Well, because our E is the lowest note we can hit, right? We can't go any further with this if we're using that low note. So this, my friends, is where the fun comes in, okay? So here we are on the low E. But look at where these notes are. This is the 2nd fret of the 4th and 5th string, right? So having that right there, what we can do is we can forget about the low note, the E, and we'll just play the 2 high notes. Now listen to the difference, okay? So one of them has the low note in there, the other one doesn't. Here's with the low note. Here's without the low note. With the low note. Without the low note. Sounds pretty darn similar, doesn't it, right? So you can hear, you may be able to hear that there's that lower note in there, and that's fine. But let's do away with that, and let's take this little pattern right here, these 2 fingers, and we're gonna move them down. By the way, my friends, if you're learning something here, please hit like and subscribe right now, my friends. That would help me out so much and help you to get more lessons from me. All right, so here we go. We got this little formation here. So we have a 0, 2, 2. 0 on the E string, 2, 2 on the A and the D strings. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do away with that low note, and we're gonna keep working this bit down, because this note, or these 2 little notes, will still give us that sound. We just proved that, right? Very close. So we're gonna take this bit and we're gonna move it down, just these 2 notes. Now this is E. E flat. That's a D, because I hit my D chord here. So I'm playing the 1 and the 5 from the D chord, okay? Now, play those same 2 notes right here at the 5th fret. Right? But on the 6th and 5th strings instead of the 5th and 4th strings, right? So we got that sound. Now guess what? We can keep going. So actually we went a perfect 5th down, not a perfect 4th. We went a whole 5th down from where we were. So if we were at E, that means we would be at A. We'd be all the way down to A. Pretty cool. I think I said that. Okay, so here we go. So now we're taking those 2 notes and we're moving them to the 6th and 5th string. That's a D, D flat. You working with me? Right? C. So drop C, drop B, drop B flat. Oh, your friend's getting that low? Drop A. Okay, so you got that nice deep sound, right, my friends? Super easy to do. So there's really a couple ways to play power chords. It's the 1 and the 5, or the 5 and the 1, and that's exactly what we did just now. So if we take a power chord like this A, here's a 1, here's a 5, here's a 1. So if we just play the 1 and the 5, we have our power chord. If we play the 5 and the 1, because this is another 1, it's the same note. Those are octaves, A and A. Okay, I cover this all in my free course, YourGuitarSage.com/30. I cover a lot of this stuff in there. A lot of theory, picking, strumming, fretting, the whole 9 yards. And it's free, so check that out. In fact, click on that right now. I'll give you a second. Click on it. It'll open up in a new tab, and you can check it out after this broadcast or after this video. Okay? Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm waiting. There you go. Thanks. Okay, so we can do the 1 and the 5 or the 5 and the 1. And in this case, if we just do the 5 and the 1 up top, we can move that down. Keep moving it down. Now this trick is used a lot for these lower notes. When guitar players want to go low like that, that's what they do. You don't hear it very often, but a few kids do know that trick. Okay, it's not one that jumps right out at you because we're used to playing those power chords all the time, the traditional power chords. Now you can do one other cool thing to this. It changes the concept just a little bit, but we could, if we wanted to even get lower, let's go down to a G. Is that right? I think we can do that. Nonetheless, what we would do is we could drop the D to do a drop D, and then you would play your regular power chords again, creating, or you could do the 1 and the 5 again. It depends on the sound that you're going for. But I told you that we wouldn't be detuning in this one, so I'm not gonna do that right now. I said this was gonna be standard tuning, but you could do that. Just tune your D, your E string to a D, just like your other D, and bingo bango, you're set. You've heard Everlong by Foo Fighters, and that's one of the tricks that they do. There's dropping that E string down a whole step, which will get you that nice, really cool low sound. But again, we don't necessarily need to do that as long as we follow that little protocol there. My friends, did you learn anything from this video? If you did, please hit like, please hit subscribe. And please let me know your comments. Do you have any other tricks? Leave me an engaging comment down below or ask your questions. Would love to help you out with any issues that you might be having with guitar. I've been teaching guitar for over 30 years. I friggin' love it. I love guitars, and I love my job. I love my commute, which is just downstairs and upstairs. That's it. That's all I do. And I love doing this. So please let me know how I can help you, and leave those comments below. Subscribe, like. I'm on Facebook and Twitter. All those fun places. Would love to help you out there. And guess what? I have a free course. The link is below. It's YourGuitarSage.com/30. Now listen, this is the top 30 lessons. I've taught thousands of lessons. So out of these thousands of lessons that I've taught, I said I'm going to take the top 30 of them to get every guitar player on earth who wants to take advantage of these to be able to take advantage of these for free. So if you can't afford lessons, start there. It's about the first year of lessons that you're going to have on guitar. And believe it or not, I've had so many students who've been playing for decades take those same lessons and say, Eric, I'm learning so much from this course even though I've been playing for so long, because there's bits and pieces that players forget, or they're not taught it going along. So there's holes in their playing. So make sure you check that out. YourGuitarSage.com/30. The link for that's below. My friends, I'm here to help you. Please let me know how I can help, because I love to teach, okay? As always, be kind to all beings. Don't trust the man. Practice your guitar. I'll see you in the next video.